I've had to. I've gotten some cess on my knees before.
Your knees?
I did, yeah. Just a misfire.
Your own?
It's a slight misfire, or like if I'm handling business in the shower, things get a little reckless. The water's going against me, so it's shooting my load back at me. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have a choice. I never have a choice.
You want to close that all the way?
Oh, thank you. All right, well, fuck, we're back.
We are back.
Motherfucking go time. Welcome back to the show, baby. This is what we do.
Did you click it?
Yeah, I did.
It did?
Oh, yeah.
It did it?
Oh, yeah.
Jagaloons.
Man, once again, we were supposed to have a guest who backed out, but I think he was holding a vengeance against me because I backed out of coming to his bringer show yesterday. But that's just what happens.
It is what it is.
It is Mother's
We'll
Day.
have guests.
He did agree to do the podcast with no reference to the fact that it is Mother's Day today.
Okay.
And we live so far away from our mothers, it's almost like they don't even exist in our life. So not everybody has that disadvantage. So I don't hold it against him, point being. But we are back. Dude, I have one little update, bro. I'll fucking tag off to the conversation we had last week, dude. I might have shed a tear to an Instagram reel this week.
Making an Instagram reel?
No. Like, we
watching.
Talked about, like you talked about the little weird little dogs. Yeah, one of the things that gets me, dude, is when like boxers or like fighters will like fucking kill another guy in the ring, or like they'll like damage them permanently and handicap them. I was watching this video of Chris Eubanks Sr., who he was like losing this whole fight basically, and then just from sheer strength just came from down under and hit this guy with an uppercut that like fucking gave him brain damage immediately, and he won the fight. But
I would hope so.
He won the fight, but he ended the dude's career for life. And then like there was a show where Chris was like, apologizing for it, and he's like, "It's all love, brother. It's all love." It's crazy. British people who have a mental handicap really just sound British with like something in their mouth.
Sure, they sound Australian.
But he did sound Australian, but it got me going. I was like, damn, bro. This
tough.
is the type of thing that gets me sad.
You'll know his name. I always forget. I don't know his name, but the guy who like got punched in the back of the head during the fight, and a day later became like fully retarded.
Yeah.
Like that video always
no
gets
disrespect.
me.
Yeah, that guy. Cologne, Richard Cologne is his name. Yeah, that dude. He was a nice boxer too, and he just got.
They always pair it too with like he'll be like at like the what do you call it, like the face off, and he accidentally like elbows a girl and he like apologizes, like one of the ring girls. He like they always pair that video with that, so it's like, oh, he's a good guy, and then now he's done for.
And then they show the videos of him training now, and he's like, it's fucked up.
That's tough.
That
one will get me.
That got me a couple times. I see that a lot because I follow a bunch of boxing pages.
Yeah.
What else, dude? We got the Sirs today. Hopefully the Sirs beat the Cavs.
What a shit show last time.
Yeah.
That literally almost pretty like that was definitely a part of us not recording 2 days ago.
Wait a second.
How detrimental that game was.
Yeah, I mean,
really took morale down.
That and 7 Modelo's to the brain will take you out of the focus a little bit. I don't know how.
That usually gets me going.
I think I would like to do a podcast extremely drunk, but at the same time, I just don't want to set up audio when I'm that drunk. I just did it in like 5 seconds. It would take me like 20 minutes.
I feel like if we do ever plan on doing that, we should like get everything set up, ready to just like click 2 buttons and go, and then spend like an hour.
Probably should have that time.
It is what it is.
Big Lurch. Big
Lurch is in the building. We do have Big Lurch in the building.
You guys ever heard of Big Lurch?
I know the name Big Lurch.
From fucking dude, some rapper that like took PCP and ate his roommate.
He ate his roommate. Yeah.
Ate his roommate?
Yeah. Sliced him open.
Yeah, he went cannibalistic.
People get hungry.
Big Lurch.
Surprised you guys haven't done that to each other before.
It's definitely been an available option at some point. Pause. But
it just comes with the life of being a rapper.
Yeah. I just know Lurch from the Addams Family.
The Big Lurch from Sacramento? Was he in what's his name's group? Was he in
I think he was affiliated with Death Row or something from what I was reading.
Big Lurch.
Maybe not.
He had a roommate?
Infamously
known.
He
must not have been that good.
For a violent crime. It was a woman, I think it was his girl. The violent crime in 2002, while reportedly under the influence of PCP, he murdered and cannibalized a woman in Los Angeles.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, a woman, that's just like lunch.
It's a little lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's a much smaller meal.
I mean, how could you not know Big Lurch when he collaborated with artists like Sibo and was a member of the group Cosmic Slop Shop?
Oh, Cosmic Slop Shop? Of course.
I know Cosmic Slop Shop. Who was the other guy? Oh, yeah, Brother Lynch, huh? He used to make songs about eating people and shit, but I don't think he ever did.
Brother who?
Brother Lynch Hung.
Lynch Hung?
That was his name.
Huh?
Yeah.
Is he Asian?
I don't remember the Hung.
Hung. No, he's just Korean.
Korean?
Brother Lynch Hung, yeah. American rapper and producer from Sacramento, California.
It looks like one of them 3-6 guys.
He was just Sacramento 3-6 guy. Just Sacramento 3-6. Sacktown's 3-6.
Big Lurch, Big Lurch,
Big Lurch, Big Lurch. What else, dude? What else we got going on?
There's a heat wave. Heat wave.
Is this a real heat wave?
Feels like it. It's fucking too hot.
Man.
By next week.
I fucking, huh?
It'll be gone next week.
Oh yeah.
I hope
good
so.
Next week. It's supposed to be in like the 70s.
Today I saw on the little thermometer, it was 118. 118 here in the valley. That's too hot.
That's a little hot now. I'll tell you what, that's a little hot now.
I
say that's so hot that makes me go.
Them young boys coming.
Wait. Nope. Yeah, there you go. I got it on the 4th try.
So we had a fun night.
Friday.
No. Thursday. Friday? Friday, yeah,
when we
Friday.
drank the Modelis?
Yeah, Friday night. And maybe a little too much fun. And then it was very hot yesterday, and I went and played golf, and that was tough. That was real tough.
Yeah. Oh, you went up. You woke up. Yeah. Forgot about that.
In the hot weather, and it's just.
Dude, I went home and just slept.
Yeah,
For
that's
like
what
4
I wish I
hours.
did. I was really hoping who I was going golfing with would just be like, it's too hot, it's off.
The fights last night were pretty sick.
Yeah?
You know who? You know Bilal Muhammad is?
Bilal.
No.
Bilal Muhammad. He's this Palestinian fighter, but everyone hates him because he only wins by decision. He's never had a knockdown in the UFC, and like he's supposed to be like this dominant champion, you know what I mean? But just got walloped last night for like 25 minutes straight.
Damn.
That was pretty nice to watch.
Yeah?
He's such a scared fighter.
Yeah, he was very scared. Rob watched 2 minutes and was like, or watched two rounds and was like, yeah, this dude deserves to lose.
It's a shame.
But yeah, and now the dude who won is this Australian guy, Jack Della Maddalena, and now they're just feeding him to the wolves. He gets to be champ for like 2 seconds, and he has to fight Islam Makhachev now. First fight, Islam Makhachev is coming up a weight class, and just gets to go straight for the title shot. So
This guy's gonna get murdered.
he's gonna get murked, yeah, in the name of Islam.
You know, that'll be a fun watch. Which, speaking of, maybe one of the funniest movies in a very, very long time, as I saw last night.
What was that?
Little Friendship. Paul
was
Rudd,
funny?
Timmy Robbie.
I heard it was like
It was
fucking.
so good.
Is it just ultra cringe, awkward for like an hour and a half?
Yeah. Kinda.
I've heard that. That kind of scares me. I
Dude.
kind of don't like watching that.
It's so fucking funny.
Like,
It
is
is
it just I
so
think you
funny.
should? I think is it like I think you should leave or whatever, just for an hour and a half, 2 hours?
A little bit.
That's what I heard.
But it's like pretty dark too. And it's just so good. It's like a bit of a unicorn where it's like it had to be written for him, and
Did
like
he not
only
write it?
No, it was like one of his good friends like wrote and directed it, and it's this guy's film directing and writing debut. But it's really good. Paul Rudd's great. Paul Rudd's so good. Yeah, it makes me never
funny
want to
man,
make
right?
friends with any adult men ever again.
Is that the thing? Is they make friends as adult men because isn't his wife like a bitch or something?
No, his wife just like got over like cancer, and she's like kind of just like trying to like regroup and like figure out her life again. And he is just like a nothing man. Like he just goes to work, comes home, sits on the couch all night, repeat.
Yeah, I saw a clip where she's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go hang out with my ex-boyfriend," and he's like, "Have fun" or whatever. I don't even know. It seemed very weird, made me uncomfortable.
He's like, "Devin? You're gonna go hang out with Devin?" She's like, "Well, you never fucking listen to me."
Speaking of going ham with your ex-boyfriend, did you guys hear the new Kanye song where he's blatantly, the Heil Hitler one.
Oh yeah. I was gonna talk about that too. Yeah. Did you see this video?
Blatantly like I'm a cuck. Like
No.
that was true.
You see the video? I never doubted that. He's kind of open about that on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's the one thing. I mean, I still have doubts in my mind that the Cousins thing is real, but the cuck thing.
That one too.
But have you seen the video? Have you seen clips of the video at all?
I don't ingest anything.
He's literally
African tribal. Like,
yeah. He got like 50 just black dudes. I don't know are they actually African tribal dudes?
I'd probably just dress like that.
Yeah, but like they're all just like decked out in like a dark room and just like all just chanting Heil Hitler at the same time.
That's the whole song?
It's basically the whole song, yeah. Here.
Doesn't surprise me.
The things I say on Twitter.
Yeah, let me pull it up real quick. Yeah, it's pretty Dave Blunt is the greatest writer of our generation. Hold up. Oh yeah, World War III?
They took it off like everywhere. Like YouTube won't even allow all the little like side re-uploads people try to do. It's down immediately.
It's probably a great thing to then include on our thing that we're putting on YouTube.
Oh, it'll be fine.
Right.
Let me see if I can even find it. Videos. How are people?
It's
Is it on Rumble?
Streaming services. It's on like blogs, like forums and stuff.
It's not on Rumble?
But it's probably on SoundCloud. There's definitely the SoundCloud.
I want to find the video. I see people reacting.
All right,
to
we'll
the
come
video.
back to this.
Yeah.
This is,
Whatever. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, just the song itself sonically is awesome. He took it and he was like, yeah, if I'm going to... At first, the demo was like, all right, I don't know if I want to listen to Ye do this. And then he made it a big, like, choir. It's like, all right, all of a sudden, this is beautiful.
Sure.
He's just being Ye, just doing Ye things. It's fun.
Something.
Yeah, he's been getting on all these streams, too. It's weird. I don't know. Not much to say about that. But, he's having fun. What else, man? Not much to talk about this week. Not much in the news.
I mean, I was trying to think the other day. I was like, obviously, I think we're number one, just from sheer quantity. But like, what country outside of the U.S. makes like the greatest beer in the world?
Germany, yeah.
No, it's just not.
Why?
I have no idea.
Like German beers are like solid, but they're not that great.
But they're a beer country.
Belgium?
So
Belgium might
Mexico?
be good, yeah. Belgium,
Mexico could be up there.
Up there. So
Mexico could be up there.
Why are we number one?
Why
are we number one?
Quantity?
Just sheer quantity.
Just Budweiser and Coors and.
No, there's just all the craft beer too.
Is Corona
like you could
Mexican
find
or is it
yeah.
American?
I mean, no, it's well.
I feel like we push out Corona.
The thing is like even if you get like some like European beers here, like now Stella, when you buy it here, is made in the U.S., which is why it sucks. Like after like the first like 5 years that it was available here, it like they made like a plant here, and so all the Stella that's produced for the U.S. is produced in the U.S. And it got super bad. Belgian. Yeah.
Italian beers are
I don't
good.
know. Czech's up there too. Czech beer.
What they got?
I don't know. I can't name you
Just
one.
talking out your fucking wazoo right
No,
now.
I've tried them before though, and they're good. And they're also like when you're in fucking like the Republic, right?
The
Czechia.
Republic, yeah.
It's like 5 cents for like a pint.
Damn.
It's pretty
So,
nice.
Yeah,
I dig that.
I gotta take that into account.
I gotta dig that. I gotta get it 20 pints in me for $1.
There you go.
Jamaica got one heavy hitter.
Jamaica
Yeah.
does have
Yeah.
one of the heaviest of all hitters, dude.
Well, then you gotta think like Ireland. There's like the iconicism,
They
something like
got
that.
like
You know.
Guinness.
Aren't they more of a
Yeah.
hard liquor people? Well, nah, I guess both. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You got the Guinness and stouts and shit.
Guinness. People love their Guinness, but it's like a niche almost. So.
And then if you include like
Definitely acquired taste.
Scotland and like Wales, like the UK is pretty solid too. UK's got some good ones. There's,
Mexico's fucking solid, dude. I can always go. A white boy can always drink a couple cervezas, okay? It's no problem to me. Yes, I
Hurts my
know
tummy.
it's no problem to you. It
No,
hurts
well,
your tummy.
yeah.
No, you like it.
Fucking too many limes.
You don't
Too much citrus.
Oh, man, I love me some citrus, so I got the Citrus 6 in right now, baby. Let's go. You have any beers?
No beers.
We're going to have to get some beers.
Have you guys
Huh?
I was gonna say, have you guys seen these food trucks? These UK food trucks.
Oh, the
With
potatoes?
The beans.
Yeah.
Oh my God, they put the tuna on the potatoes with
that.
cheese on top of that. It's the fucking most nasty.
Tuna, dude?
I thought it was like a complete joke the first time I saw the video, and then it blew up, and now they have a whole storefront that's just fucking baked potatoes.
Dude.
Yeah,
Spuds.
Yeah, they always have these fucking nifnofts come up and be like, "Can I get a chili with cheese and tuna?"
And a scoop of tuna.
Yeah, and they're like, "Brother, this one's on the house because it's the most repulsive thing I've ever seen."
Extra tuna, please.
Everybody in the truck and everybody in line.
The UK is just like a meme country.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's kind of the craziest part is because, like, I remember Pablo's friend from the UK came over, and they're so prideful.
Of course.
They're so prideful.
Because think about it. Such a tiny little country out in the middle of the ocean accomplished so much.
Yeah, I know.
And now they're just
led by a dude named
wasting
Boris.
away, yeah. Bro, there's some video where he
Boris,
is shitting on somebody in the
funny.
parliament.
He's funny.
So goddamn funny.
He's hilarious. You know what I'm talking about? The Prime Minister of UK?
Yeah, I heard his name. I don't know what it is.
Boris, he's just a goofball. He looks like Patty Pimblett.
He ran like
just
a whole
fucking talks
campaign
shit.
of like changing like a bus line to blue. Like the color of the buses was going to be blue, and he like made all these videos where he's like, "You're going to be riding blue buses now."
Yeah, dude. Boris
And the
Johnson,
way he
I
just
think
said
his name?
blue is like, it got memed so quickly.
Yeah, dude. That dude's hilarious.
Yeah.
He like
fucking the Brexit tackle. Have you seen that?
No, maybe.
He's like playing like a charity match.
Oh yeah.
He
I've
just
seen
rugby tackles a
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, dude. He played a charity match. He was just fucking people up, like with no consideration to
Sounds
whether
like
he was
my
in.
type of
Dude.
president.
He is
And
hilarious.
he's just the most British person.
He's prime minister.
Yeah, he's prime.
He's prime time. Prime time Boris.
Yeah, dude, they're a crazy country over there.
Yeah, I
Always raining too. It's just a full Seattle country.
It's the whole country of cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're pretty ridiculous. I don't know.
They're a fun bunch though. They love to drink.
It's funniest thing is UK people love to be like, oh, you have school shootings. It's like, yeah, I've never even seen one. Name every school shooting if you're such a proponent of
if you're such a fan.
The number one thing is like, well, I don't want to get shot on the street in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you walk down 2 alleyways and you get stabbed.
Yeah.
You're fucking
Shit.
shanked.
Well,
Yeah.
fucking roadman who wants your fucking Apple Watch.
Bro, we watched this show Adolescence. Such a good show. It's Stephen Graham, you know?
Who's
Maybe not Stephen Graham. I might have just said the tall guy that always works with Ricky Gervais. No, that's Stephen Merchant. Stephen Graham's the dude from Boardwalk Empire that plays Al Capone.
Al Capone, yeah. I thought that was what you were saying, yeah.
And
You told me about- I
and
think
he
you
was in
told
The
me about
Irishman. Yeah, the show's great, but it just shows like how awful British like schools are today.
Is it today? Is it?
Yeah, it's a super contemporary, and he like co-wrote the show based off of like what he, I think, like experienced like when he either was young or like when his kids were like in school, and like kids are fucked up. They're like huge Andrew Tate people. Like they're all just incels. All of the young British.
They're all just a bunch
lads.
of Sigmas, dude.
Yeah.
They're Sigma
It's
and out of
crazy.
control. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun stuff. I think that's hilarious that Tate. I have seen a little bit of that. Is that Tate like has definitely cornered the UK market of incels.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of the 4chan incel shit is people in the UK. To be honest,
I would not be surprised.
Like I've seen
yeah.
a lot of the MDE fan base is like dudes from the UK. Like a lot of the fish tank fan base are people in the UK. I wonder why that is. I wonder if it's just because the rain gets them all doom and gloom and no one gets pussy and they're just like, oh,
Well, it's like
what the hell?
I think with social media, it's like everybody keeps saying like, oh, the image of like women has gotten out of hand to where like the standard is like so high now because of like all these models online. But it's like the same for men. It's like when you go to the UK and they all look like fucking Boris Johnson, none of them are ever getting laid.
Yeah, I mean, and then there's just like I think like the most attractive UK dudes like get chicks like Bonnie Blue and like that one porn star that took 1,000 dicks.
Yeah.
Like I think that's prime real
Or
estate.
like who's the fucking muncher guy, the fucking UK TikTok dude that just like gulps. He'll just like take like 2 bites and like
Oh, that dude's been off the map for a minute. But the dude who used to eat like the hot sausages and then just like swallow it.
He'd be like,
yeah.
he turned to like OnlyFans. Like he started dating an OnlyFans chick, and now.
Yeah, that's what they do. I think the OnlyFans girls are primetime real estate in the UK. I think
so. Yeah.
I might not be. I might not be.
No, I think that's relatively accurate.
Skags.
Yeah, a bunch of skags and what are they called? Skets and slags. Yeah, a bunch of skets and slags.
That's why Ireland is the superior island.
Is it?
Honestly,
Dude, Ireland is the greatest place in the world. It's so beautiful. It's the nicest people too. Like when I went there, you'd walk down the street and everybody you passed would be like, hello.
Hello. Do people really not fuck with McGregor like that out there? Do you know?
I have no idea. He wasn't a thing when I went there.
Oh shit.
Well, when I was in college, probably.
He's probably still liked then. I think he started becoming less liked like after
in
Proper
Ireland
12.
or the UK.
In Ireland.
I'm sure he's still like a national hero.
Yeah.
I've heard that after he basically started doing Proper 12 and doing coke and punching old men, he kind of became a.
They definitely there are places. I don't know if it was the UK or Ireland, but there was a place that was like his like pub essentially. Like they got super into like his stout. Like he made like a sort of like Guinness type of beer, and like Proper 12. Like that was like their thing. Like they would like advertise it all the time. And they like got rid of it. Yeah,
dude. I only thing I know about his stout is he did this live stream to promote it once, and they were doing like an AMA, and someone was like, "How would you beat Ilia Topuria?" Is like this other good fighter that's coming up, and he's like, he reads it off. He's like, "How would you beat Ilia Topuria?" He's like,
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Shit, I hit the fucking thing. I was like tripping. But yeah.
The dude's nuts.
He slap him like a fool. I don't know why he covers his nose, but it makes it so much funnier every time I see the video.
Yeah, I saw like one thing that was like him when he first came up in MMA, and he was like super like straight edge. Like
it's for the weak.
Yeah.
Drugs and alcohol is for the weak.
And then it just cuts to him, his like Snapchat video where he's like super stoned out of his mind, just like eating shit in bed. And he's
eating like a chocolate eclair.
He just like laughs in the camera.
Yeah. My favorite is the thing where it's like I forget the caption is usually, but it's like when you're halfway through the blunt and she says she's on her period, and it's just like him holding the blunt like chest out, sitting in the passenger seat. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. He is the greatest. Like as far as meme and like being funny, he is like one of the funniest people.
Bro, and like getting fame and then at that being famed fighter, you just who can fuck with you?
No one can fuck with you, and you just like, punch old man.
Like I'm not saying it wouldn't be still like a huge sport and a huge organization, but I think he did a lot for the UFC.
That's not even a thought. That's 100% fact. Everyone would agree with that.
He's like Stone Cold to the UFC.
Yeah, for real. And then, but except his act is not an act. For the most part, it's really just who he is.
Yeah. Well, Stone Cold, for the most part, is Stone Cold.
Yeah. Well, Stone Cold's like a nice guy.
I know.
You know what I mean? He didn't get like strung out on
But he still
coke.
fucking just downs beer.
Yeah. But
will bash heads if need be.
Yeah. I mean, maybe McGregor's like the Ric Flair. To be honest, because they're kind of the same pace. They're like cokehead alcoholics that like 100% rape women.
Yeah, but Ric Flair's body count is so much higher.
Yeah.
I mean, but his age is also exponentially higher.
McGregor does have time to catch up.
Yeah, he's got plenty of time.
Plenty of time. And with the way he's been getting away with the rape throughout his life, I think he's got plenty of time to catch up.
He'll get there.
With the best of them. Yeah. That's another thing I think that people really don't like him for in Ireland is that he just like, just gets away with sexual assault like on the drop of a dime.
Yeah.
You said what?
I said he takes as he pleases.
Yeah. You could say that.
What are you gonna do?
You know, no wonder at that one fight in like Saudi, he and Ronaldo had a lot to talk about.
Oh man, there's this. I don't know if you've seen this clip. There's a clip they definitely like put them together, like two biggest celebrities, and they sat them together. And Ronaldo is just like so annoyed by how drunk and coked out McGregor is. And McGregor's
He's just talking his ear off.
So, that's why you hit him with the left hook. And Ronaldo's just like,
He's just looking forward the whole time, going,
Yeah, like it reminds me of like when someone's annoying. There's this one comic that always comes up to me at open mics and like tries to like say just the worst jokes ever, and we'll keep doing them until you laugh.
Some people don't know they're
Yes, they have very low self-awareness, or just care. They're just inconsiderate people in general that like don't consider how annoying they are.
I was listening to this podcast about the deadliest mass shooter in Australian history, and before he committed it, he was like a millionaire, like super rich, and he would just buy transatlantic flight tickets, so he had somebody to talk to uninterrupted for 12 hours straight.
Flight tickets.
Yeah, like he would like take like flights to like the UK, to like different like places that were like 12 plus hours away from Australia.
Just to sit next to someone?
Yeah, he would spend like half a day in these locations and then just fly back.
It's just more of a testament to like why people like that are absolute psychopaths.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's only a psychopath would want to like...
Or Midwest businessmen.
Or that, yeah.
Those are the guys like, you from here? Where you flying to?
Those dudes are maybe psychopathic as well in their own ways.
You know, they beat their wives, that's for sure.
That's why. They beat their... I mean, or they just have a lovely marriage and then they go out and they beat hookers in motels.
That's it.
And that's their big secret.
Yeah.
It's the big...
That's our homeland.
It's the homeland.
Yeah.
It's the safe haven.
Yeah. That's where I feel the most comfortable.
But yeah.
We're both going to be back there soon, too.
Huh?
We're both going to be back there soon.
Where?
Too. The homeland.
Oh, the homeland?
Yeah. At different times, though.
When are you going back, AJ?
May 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Scoop the new whipski. What are you going to do with this whip?
What?
Sell it.
New one.
Get a new car.
Tesla.
Audi.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, doing a cross-country road trip with a fully electric car would be hell on earth.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially going through, like, Kansas. If a gas station's, like, every 6 hours spread apart, I don't know where the charging stations would be.
Dude, fucking,
You're driving out there?
No, flying there, driving back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
Oh.
Sick.
Yeah, that's going to be nice. You going to have 2 cars here for a while before you sell it?
For, like, a second. I just want to make sure, like, the new one gets here fine. Everything works out fine.
Yeah, I feel you.
Then getting rid of the old beater.
You know
Old beta.
what color model?
Black Audi Q5e.
Q5.
Well, it's a plug-in hybrid.
It's a
SUV.
Yeah, SUV.
Yeah.
SUV?
Does it have the panorama
Nice.
roof?
I think so, yeah.
It's
Nice.
fucking
Nice.
awesome.
And the black details. So like the Audi symbols all black.
Oh, that's nice.
Everything on it. Red
Black
brake
interior?
pads. Yeah.
Nice.
It's nice.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get tinted real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yep,
It's
cool.
gonna be a hot one.
Gonna be a hot one.
Yeah, it's hot out too.
Yeah, I realized my mom, when I go home, surprised my mom is, I thought she was going to be at work, but everyone's going to be home when I get, 'cause it's a Thursday. So I'm going to just walk in my house at like 1 a.m. when everybody's basically asleep, just be like,
Ah!
God damn it.
Keep hitting the buttons.
Fuck me, that's so loud in my ears.
How would you feel if like you surprised someone in life, like, and they gave them a heart attack because they're old? And
I wouldn't feel good about that.
Yeah,
That'd be pretty bad.
I wouldn't feel good.
You'd
I mean, if
never
I, like-
surprise anybody ever again.
If I like snuck in the house and like hid in like my parents' closet, fucking killed my
Like
dad. That would
fucking
not be
Brad Pitt and Burn After Reading.
cool. Yeah, and my dad. Thankfully, my dad doesn't have a gun, or he'd totally fucking George Clooney me.
Yeah.
Like that's why I'd be afraid to ever
Kill the spook.
surprise my grandpa or something, you know.
Oh man,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
would be brutal.
It's like, oh,
No,
I
I'm
need
I'm
that.
going. We're making like a few different stops, like a couple stops in Tennessee,
Nice.
stopping in Boulder. But the first stop in Tennessee is my grandma. I've given her ample notice.
Yeah.
Just showing up
Almost
unannounced, yeah,
Liable
would
to
be
still give her a heart attack.
walk
Yeah.
through the
Forget.
door.
How old is your grandma?
92.
Nice.
Yeah,
Dude, my
her parents lived for forever though. Yeah, they're still
They're
alive.
still alive. There's 130.
Yeah. Dude, her dad, my great grandfather, caught Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty boy.
Oh,
Yeah, he was a barber and like a sheriff's deputy, and he was cutting his hair, and literally was like, I recognize this guy. And then like
Who's
when
Pretty Boy Floyd?
he was like a gangster associated with John Dillinger,
Oh, okay.
and he got shot down.
We were talking about John Dillinger last podcast, dude.
Oh, his
It's 23
His
incher.
member?
yeah,
Yeah, except or what was it? A folded arm?
baby arm.
No, they said it was a folded arm or a folded leg.
Oh yeah,
I just want to
Yeah.
be that cool that I have a famed long.
Yeah. Well,
See, that's the thing. It can't happen these days. It's like there's one picture at his death, and that's all that there is.
Yeah. I mean, a dude has a 23-inch penis. They're doing jack-off OnlyFans immediately.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah. That's the
Yeah, John Dillinger would just be a fucking porn star these days.
For 100%.
Why isn't there a porn star named like John Dillinger?
Because they're
Johnny D.
Yeah, because
there is Johnny D.
We're probably not looking into male porn stars, but gotta be.
Because the only people that
I don't know. I've done my research.
The only people that would look up to John Dillinger for having a 23-inch penis are dudes with penises too small to do porn. So dudes who do porn don't even know that that's a lore.
I guess, yeah.
You know what I mean? No, we were looking it up on GPT, and it was like, yeah, that rumor basically came from like autopsy photos, but they later on distinguished that it might be a folded arm.
Yeah.
And so somehow it came up later that we were talking about having a huge penis, and I was like, no, it's just a folded arm. Or no, I think I was my what's it called? My tent. My pants were pitching a tent, and I was like, don't mind my folded arm.
Yeah, it's just my folded arm.
It's just my folded arm.
Just a bit of a folded arm.
Or my leg, folded leg.
Folded arm.
Always have a folded arm in the pants. Yeah, dude, I was I was with a girl, and she was asking about my penis size relative to my shoe size. And I was like, yeah, I sent her ChatGPT. It was like, the average shoe size is 10.5. You know, I wear a size 11. And she was like, oh, you know, that's nice. In my head, I was like, it's not like I got a folded arm down there or nothing, dude. Just
don't get your hopes up.
Don't get your hopes up. Ain't no folded arm. Shit, what else was I going to say? I had something to say a second ago. Oh, yeah. Dude, with... I try to go home like once or twice a year just because my dad's getting so much older, and it's crazy how much I sense how much I can tell how much older he's got every time I visit him. I was wondering, do you feel the same way with Howard, or is it like is he kind of
a little bit?
Is he kind of like reached, you know, max coherence where he's just like leveled out, and that's just where
he's kind of gotten to a point where he's leveled out, and then like there'll be, you know. Now it's just like I'm waiting for every time where it's gonna get like exponentially worse.
Yeah.
It's like a light switch, really.
Yeah. But my dad.
I'll tell you what I'm worried about though is Bonzo.
Oh, Bonzo's probably
as
old as my dad at this point.
Yeah, dude, my mom makes it an effort, even if like Bonzo's not a topic of conversation when I talk to her on the phone. She'll be like, "Yep, so we went to church today. Bonzo's about to die," and I'm like, "He's not. He'll be fine."
Yeah, I mean, dude, they said Gidget was about to die for 7 years.
Yeah.
And we had to finally
dude, he's hanging in there.
Dude, my parents are getting all fed up with Pierre and trying to get rid of him. I'm like, dude, you're not going to get rid of... That's my dog.
Yeah.
That's my cat, but that's my dog.
He's
just like pissing everywhere, I guess. It's because they have 2 litter boxes that are right next to each other, and the other 2 cats were there first. So they have to give him his own litter box, like just somewhere else in the house.
Yeah.
And just let him know it's his.
Because that's like territory.
Yeah, but they just hate change. My parents, like, they can't be bothered to get...
Do the other 2 cats still, like, not like Pierre?
They chill sometimes, but it's typically a battle.
Are they clicked up, the other 2?
The other 2 are chill. They just kind of don't... They're like, yeah, they've been around each other since, like, they were young, so they just kind of chill and don't bother each other at all. But they definitely both fight with Pierre. But Pierre's a boy and they're a girl, so like I don't know what's going on, but Pierre's definitely getting like anti-territorial, where he just like pisses on.
It's like fuck it,
other shit.
Yeah,
yeah. But no, back to my dad. My dad, dude, is like the main thing I notice is that like he just doesn't listen to anything. Like I could talk to him for like 30 minutes, and then like right after he'll just hit me with the question that like just completely blocks out anything I just told him. I was talking about car insurance the other day, and I was like asking for advice. And I was like, all right, so this is how cheap this one is. Here are all the prices for it. This is how cheap this one is. These are all the prices for it. And here's how cheap this one is, blah, blah, blah. I gave him a couple options. And he just responded. Like, I texted like a whole message, talked to him on the phone for like 30 minutes. And he sends me a text after, and he's like, which one is cheapest? Dude, I just sent all the numbers. I can tell he just clearly ignored my text. He saw the word car insurance and was like, cheapest, keep going. I was like, all right. I mean, I did.
That dude, what you're experiencing is my whole life.
Yeah.
Literally.
That doesn't surprise me. It's like, dude, I just told you the cheapest. I told you what's cheaper and not as good. I told you what's more expensive and better. What do you have?
For me, it's like hard to like, you know, like the getting old thing is like a piece, but to me that's just so encoded in like Middle Eastern older men that they're like, I don't give a, you know.
It just gets more and more severe.
Yeah.
Where it's like they care.
Yeah.
They care less about helping you live vicariously through their knowledge and more about you just figure it out, dude.
Yeah.
I figured it out. Why can't you? And then it's like, and then you try to figure it out and you bring them back to numbers and they're like, you could have done so much better. It's like, what is that? And it's, I asked for help. And my dad does that though. My dad just, he doesn't listen to anything anyone says, which is chill. I mean, that's just, I kind of get that.
That's definitely just an older thing too.
Yeah. He
like,
just doesn't give a fuck.
My parents don't listen to me at all. And like, at this point, it's gotten to a point where I'm like, I feel like the responsible one here.
So, to a degree, because for so long I was like, my dad is by far the most coherent person in my life. Like he kept me and all my brothers alive this long. Yeah. He must know something other people don't. And then you get to that point and you're like, oh shit, he knows what he knows, and that doesn't go beyond that for the most part.
There's just a point for me, like, I don't know if it was during college or like sometime out here, where like I went back and like we would just do the same things that we would do whenever I was home, like go out to dinner, whatever. And I would just zone out. I'd be like, they got this. And now I have to be like, hey, we can't do this. Like, we would like go to dinner and there's like a valet, and the valet is then like obviously closed. And they'd be like, oh, just leave the car here. Somebody will come take it. And I'm like, somebody will come steal it. We can't just leave the car here. Yeah. They'd be like, whatever.
That's really life, man. I feel like everyone before us is going through the same shit. And before us,
yeah.
It's like we become our parents take care of us, and then we must take our spot.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's just the people we've surrounded ourselves with.
At least you got brothers. At least people will be around them.
See, I ain't got nothing.
It gets into that, though, and it gets even more tedious. Like, it's like, I feel like our generation may have, like, a drastic level more of, like, awareness. Not courtesy, but, like, just, like, heightened awareness because of social media and shit. Like, even my brother who's, like, 5 or 6 years older than us is, like, just barely out of our generation of social media. And, like, his level of self-awareness is so low that it's just as bad as my dad or like, even my mom, like, not wanting something that's in the dish. Like, we went to this Italian restaurant last time I was home, and Jordan took, like, 70 milligrams of edibles. And it's just, like, already an incoherent person, in general.
Sure.
And then he takes edibles and, like, doesn't understand how life works even further. And, like, he got, like, a bolognese or some shit or some like, red pasta. And they were like, all right, what do you want as your protein? And he was like, I'll take mushrooms. It's just like, first of all, that's not a protein. Second of all, that's not in the dish. They have to add that to the dish at this, like, nice, like, $50 a plate Italian restaurant. And then, it's just like that. I mean, like, that's
Did
like
they
small
comply?
things. They complied, but, like, obviously, like,
probably ruined the dish too.
It probably did, but I don't know.
I hear you. I think those thoughts too, and then I also just think, like, this has all happened before, so, like, to our parents, it was
Yeah, I think though that, like, especially when our parents were, like, growing up, like, society kind of gradually changed to where, like, they could kind of keep up with it, and, like, there wasn't that drastic of a change. And, like, especially with, like, technology these days, like, society's just exponentially changed over the last, like, decade or so to where they just gave up. They're like, I'm not adapting. I'm not keeping up with this shit.
Well, and the cherry on top is that same dinner. The waitress is like, I can't tell if she's, like, just caught off guard because it's, like, a very dining, waiting on my family is a very unique experience. Like, at least maybe it does happen to them all the time, but, like, then there's times where, like, she seemed very nervous that she was gonna get something wrong, and I think she, like, dropped the water or, like, spilled a beer or some shit, like, dropped it. And my dad was like, just instant knee-jerk reaction was like, calm down, man, in the restaurant to the waitress. And it's like, holy shit, dude.
Maybe she didn't need to calm down.
Dude, it
sounded like it.
You can't have embarrassment when you grow up with all Middle Eastern. Like, it gets killed real quick.
Secondhand embarrassment. I mean, I think I still feel it.
Yeah, no.
I think I feel it more than ever. But I definitely, there's a part of me that's used to it, and I'm like, every time I go to dinner with my dad, I'm like, all right, this is going to be extremely embarrassing.
Yeah.
Especially when my dad was younger. Like, I think that's one thing that's changed since I moved is, like, he still kind of is, but, like, my dad is, like, huge pervert. And so he'll, like, I'll go to dinner with him. Like one time, like the first time he ever met Jamaica, we went to dinner at just like Bakersfield in Indianapolis, and our waitress was like talking
like,
to him.
So how big's your dick?
Yeah. He's talking to Jamaica. He's asking Jamaica how big his dick was. My dad, if anyone brought up dick size in conversation, my dad would immediately be like, "What? You're gay, bro?"
That's fine.
But no, like in the waitress, I don't know. Somehow it came into conversation that he has 4 boys, and he like leans into her and he's like, "Yes, 4 kids, all boys. So if you need a son."
That's like, all I got in me.
It's crazy. And then we're leaving, and she's like, "Do you guys need anything else?" And he's like, "No, just some kisses." And it's like, holy shit,
that's
bro.
That's the other side of dad jokes that isn't shown, bro. Because that's so common.
Yeah.
You know, like, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I've never seen Howard ask for just some kisses. I've never.
No, he does it in his own way though. Yeah. Like when I was in like college and obviously not like dating anybody, he'd be like if we had like a waitress that was like around our age at all, he'd be like, "How about her? Huh?" And he'd be like, "Hey, my son's single. You know, he's here for a little while." And now they just do the thing like my mom over talks to strangers way too much.
Classic.
She shares so many details.
That's classic. I think that's classic Midwest mom shit. I don't think West Coast moms do that.
Like,
not much.
If the waitress comes and asks, like, "Do you want like tap sparkling water?" She'll be like, "Tap." And my son's from like California.
Yeah.
They have good water there, right? Right? Like, she'll just have to like make a conversation that like doesn't make any sense.
I know it's like the same thing. His mom.
But she does it in the drive-thru too.
I love your mom, but she does that with everyone that I ever came into the house.
Everybody.
She'd be like, "And this is Jared, and he raps."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm like, take it away.
Take it away. Yeah, she hits you with the take it away. Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, yep, that's me. I guess that's what I do. But yeah, no, my mom will she doesn't do it as much because I'm not around her, I don't notice it. But my mom her classic was she'd involve other people in personal conversations at the grocery store. Like if we were in line and I was like, can I get a candy bar? She'd be like, "Nope, you already had enough candy at the coffee shop earlier, right? You had chocolate at the and I would just be like, and she'd like look at the people and the people behind us would be like,
My mom would do that type of stuff too. Like, yeah.
It's just like, why are you
talking shit on me if you wouldn't let me have something? You know?
Yeah.
Stop making an example of me.
Exactly.
My mom also like gets like visibly offended when people don't like participate. Like if we're in like the checkout line like that, and she's like, "We're getting this. It's from my son's like girlfriend because she like only drinks like non-dairy milk, and so that's like for her, and like she'll put it in her coffee and whatnot, and like do this with it." And the guy's like, "Okay," and she'll look at me and she's like,
"Yeah, I'll hit those." I'll hit those.
Like, what do you expect from him?
I'll hit those all the time.
This guy's stoned out of his gourd, getting minimum wage to scan our grocery items.
I think women think I'm gay a lot when I'm at work.
Period.
Because period. And when I'm at work especially, because they'll like bring in like some flare pants or some shit and be like, "It just didn't fit me around my waist and it's just it's like I don't care about the dimensions of your body.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just let me run this return for you. What the fuck is your phone number so I can pull it up in the system? You don't have to dig through your email to find the code. I can do it from here." And that's the thoughts going through my head. But mainly I'm just like, "Oh, yeah, that happens." Or like my classic filler is, "Yeah, there you go."
Yeah.
It's like end of conversation. There you go. It's like the best. It's like the most passive. It is what it is.
I'll find myself talking to like older people and just slipping like, "I feel you."
I feel you.
Yeah.
Wait, does this happen?
I feel it.
I feel it.
Or
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'll hit you with. Yeah. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely feel the gay thing. Working at retail as a man, and it's you're gonna get it. I worked in the lingerie at like Forever 21.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They'd flirt too. So.
Oh yeah. When I used to have to fold women's underwear when I worked at Gap in Indianapolis, and that was like, I used to ask specifically not to do that.
Because how do you fold women's underwear?
Well, you do one side, then you fold it vertically. It's not that complicated, but I
could never do it.
No, it's well, you haven't tried clearly, but to be fair though, I didn't know how to do it for like the first year I worked in retail. I didn't know how to. I was like, how is this underwear getting folded so nice and square? But no, it's just that's an immediate association when you work with all women. You're the only guy at Gap, and you have like long hair, and you like you know what I'm saying. I'll be wearing like Uggs and shit, so it's like the immediate association is just like this guy's got.
I work in a
this guy's got style tips for me, and he wants to give them out. Little do they know, I don't care at all what they wear.
I mean, I work in non-retail, like non-sexual, any sort of work environment at all. And I'll work in like an office with like all women and like a gay guy, and I'm like, fuck, am I gay? Like, what am I doing here?
Yeah. Where do I fit in this? I gotta find myself.
Or like, if I like told people I worked on like iCarly, they're like,
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not what you think.
Oh, dude, telling people you do stuff. I realize I gotta stop telling people I do comedy in any shape or form.
Why's that?
Tell a joke.
Bingo.
Yeah.
I'll do tell a joke. They'll do tell a joke.
You're a funny guy, huh?
And if I say no, they're like, oh, come on, you gotta have something, and they'll go through this whole rigmarole.
You should have experience with like music, dude. Everyone's like, oh, like, give me something.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sing for me.
So,
The girl I was with the other week, she was like, will you sing for me? And I know what she's doing. She wants to do it so she can hold it against me. She wants me to do it so she can be like, yeah, and this guy even sang for me, like, That's why she wants it. Like, even if I did good, she'd tell her friends like, oh yeah, and he sang for me, and it's like, no, I'm not gonna give you that.
Yeah,
you don't get that.
Right.
Yeah. I think he's gay now.
He sang for me. Now he's.
It was unprompted too.
He chose an Elton John song, a Queen song. It's all he could sing is gay singers. No.
That was his favorite.
The worst part is they'll be like, I don't have like, I'm not like fucking Norm Macdonald, so I can't. Even Norm Macdonald, I'm sure this happens to be like, even if you give in and you tell a joke, you don't get a burst of laughter. You get.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
They're expecting.
That's the worst. That's the most demeaning part. It's like, damn, I just told you, and then you hit me. You asked me, you received, and then you said, that's funny.
I think the best thing to do is like anti-joke it. Basically,
just Earl Sweatshirt.
The road,
Yeah.
So they never ask you again.
All right, knock knock.
I hit him with my chicken. Why did chicken cross the road? I've been working on.
Yeah.
I said, well, you know that one?
Yeah, you told.
Have I told you that one?
No.
One of the dudes, I did it once, and a dude who works at the Improv in the Comedy Store was at the mic, and he was like, yeah, that's great. He was like, you need to keep running with that and just make it longer and more punchy. But it's basically just like, all I have right now is like, why did the chicken cross the road? People say, why? It's like, because there was a prostitute giving $10 blowjobs on the other side, and he wanted to seize the deal. Now, this is a low-down chicken. Yeah, this is not a free-range chicken, but this is a damn free-spirited chicken.
I remember this.
Yeah? But you would too if you were in Nam. If you were in the trenches and saw each one of your friends die, and you're just a lowly chicken, and then you come back, and then it just progresses into this downward spiral of this chicken that was in Nam.
He has PTSD.
He has PTSD, and he's just a Sergeant Dan-esque chicken who, in the end, you don't blame him for trying to seize the deal on the $10 blowjob. In the end, you sympathize with him because it makes perfect sense.
It'd be nice to throw in some just cock in there. Somewhere,
Yeah.
To get some,
He's a mean cock.
A wordplay on the cock. Yeah, he's some.
Dude, it's crazy. Words like cock and like dick, even penis, coming out of a male comic is just as jarring as like a female comic talking about her pussy.
Nah, but dick jokes are like classic.
They are. They're classic, but they're like.
Cock is like the best word.
It is one of the best words. Yeah, it is up there with one of the best words. I think I totally agree with you. I'm just saying to a crowd of young women when they hear you start talking about your cock.
Yeah, I think it's context too.
It's purely cock-textual.
We were telling it in a coffee shop that's full of women.
Yeah, full of 21-year-old
Can hit a little
girls.
different.
Yeah, it does.
So my cock.
So my cock is just so big. It's like a folded arm. Yeah. But don't mistake it for a 23
Okay,
incher.
no John Dillinger fans in here, I see.
No JD fans, I see. I mean, it's just, that's the thing. Or it's like, no one ever really wants you. Every time someone asks you to display your art, once you ask them, and once you tell them that like you do some sort of art form,
You pull down your pants.
You have to pull down your pants because they're being condescending.
Kinda.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's the same.
For the most
like,
part.
Yeah, most people are just like, oh man, I think it's way more lighthearted. from their eyes, but like as the.
I mean, it's asking anybody about like to do something from their job out of like the context of it.
It's just like I'm not a zoo animal.
Exactly.
But like you can't expect everyone to understand that, and then like at that they're coming from like they're usually coming from a good place. Like I want to see what you do. Like cool. Like, but then it's like I don't know. Like I used to get so upset over that, and I've been through so many people telling like spazzing on them.
I do think from a women's standpoint, it's not as condescending. When women ask you, they do want to be impressed. I think for the most part.
Yeah.
It's usually a good
men. I think it's generally condescending.
Yeah.
If a man is asking you to sing for them, or like
Yeah. No. For
like, what are you better than me?
Yeah.
That's I find it generally it's just more of the time women ask.
Yeah, I think
You think you're a cool artsy guy? Show me. I'll bring you down a peg.
Yeah, you think you're cool, huh? You're gonna fuck my wife tonight?
You think you're gonna fuck my wife?
You think you wanna fuck my wife? Sing for me then. You wanna fuck my wife? You better sing like D'Angelo.
Yeah. You know, like when we were golfing, and my buddy was like, "Yeah, this guy's gonna be a cop soon. He'll help you with your unpaid parking tickets." Something like that.
Yeah.
Made the same joke yesterday to this random guy that we were playing with.
Parking tickets?
Yeah, he was like, this guy, the older guy was like, "Oh yeah, I'm an accountant too, and my wife's a district attorney." He goes, "A district attorney, huh? Could you help me with my unpaid parking ticket?"
Everyone is gonna help him with his parking tickets. So why does he have so many parking tickets?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. Where are we at? How much time?
We're at like 40.
We're at 50.
We got a little update.
We do.
Yeah, we got an update. You want to watch that?
Yeah.
Can we do it on here?
Sure.
Or
we can try it.
Is the audio gonna play out of it though?
Yeah, it'll play out of it. That's fine.
Jesus Christ.
What's up, boys? It's me live from the gutter. I feel like absolute dog shit. I
Looks like it too.
went to a concert last night. Ended up having like 9 or 10 pours of different bourbons. Drank some E.H. Taylor though. It's my favorite, but the days are numbered for the boy. I gotta hang the old drinking jersey up, because if it just keeps going worse when we get older, then I can't live like this anymore.
Just being the top half of his face the whole time is great.
He's never gonna give it up.
I definitely thought he said went to a khosrow last night.
Khosrow?
He was talking about my dad.
I went to see your dad last night.
Yeah, went to a certain khosrow last night.
He's never given that up, man.
No.
He's never hanging up that jersey.
Dude, I saw a video of Jack from like 3 years ago, and he looks so thin, dude.
Dude, do you want to see one of my favorite pictures to show people?
Was he talking about drinking? What was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a picture of Jack and I when we went to go see El Clasico in Miami, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we went back, and we were like, I think 19 at the time. And we went
That's
to
so ill.
the classic Doc's Beach House.
Yeah.
With my mom. And they were like, "These guys 21?" She was like, "Yeah, sure." We were like, "Well, let's get a picture. Come on. Let's get a picture." This is about like 5 pictures deep.
Christ,
but Jack looks so damn skinny.
Look at this guy.
Look like a bum.
You seen him recently?
Yeah, I know.
He looks like he ate himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Jack used to be such a little guy. Now he's fucking bigger than a house.
Dude, he was the tiniest guy growing up. Tiny guy.
Yeah. A little leprechaun. Do we have a pitch for this week?
I thought we would just do what we did last time.
We can. I'm going to go off the phone, though, because the
that's
laptop's
fine.
a little annoying from this angle.
So last time, I gave a genre, and you gave some characters.
Okay.
So you want to flip it this time?
Yeah. Fucking Big Lurch. You want to give some suggestions?
Big Lurch.
So last time for escalator pitches, we just had ChatGPT write it. We gave it like a bit of a prompt.
Nice. Okay.
And the last time it was a buddy cop movie with Italian brain rot characters, and it was kind of a struggle. Fucking ChatGPT did not know tung 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 sahur or trallalero tralala.
And I didn't know bombardillo crocodilo. I knew bombardillo crocodilo.
Yeah, that was the only
like,
character we got in
You must be
there.
talking about prime brain rot, Italian brain rot.
But it thought Berber Patapim. Yeah.
It's Elon Musk.
They thought Tung 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 Sahur was like the sound that it makes on like Law and Order, because like every like couple lines it'd be like Tung Tung.
All right. What do we want to do here?
You come up with a genre. And be like I said, like buddy cops. It'd be like a little specific, like murder mystery or like.
Big Lurch, big.
Yeah.
A cannibalist comedy.
Do a cannibalist comedy.
Dude, just like I gotta get my fix.
We could do like a I don't know. Like a I guess mockumentaries are
like
always
a drama
terrible.
That's also a sativa on the side.
Yeah, exactly. I'm thinking mockumentary, but some kind of like a horror mockumentary or like a
2077.
2076. Shit. I'm thinking. What do we? I don't know. Let's do like a horror mockumentary, like a Salem Witch Trials.
All right.
Salem Witch Trials type.
A horror mockumentary with let's say starring Big Gay Al from South Park. And then Rob, what do you want to see in this horror mockumentary?
Jack Black.
All right.
Played by
Jack Black. There we go. Let's see what chat can cook up with this. I think it's a pretty solid.
Is that water?
This?
Yeah.
Coffee.
Oh, nice. Oh, the death.
Yeah, Death Wish coffee.
Dude, is it called it's Death Wish or Death Proof?
Death Wish.
Okay,
no, Death Proof is the movie that we saw that the
I
fucking annoying ass Tarantino fans.
Right, here we go.
Were quoting every line 2 seconds before it happened.
I've had that copy.
All right, you ready?
You were there, right?
Yeah.
For the Death Proof? Yeah. Dude, that was the most annoying screening.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
All right, this is a horror mockumentary. When a documentary crew follows the famously flamboyant and cheerful Big Gay Al, played by Jack Black, on a safari-themed LGBTQ+ retreat deep in the Colorado woods, they uncover a terrifying secret. The forest is cursed, and the animals are possessed, and something is haunting them. Something fabulous and very, very angry.
A gay horror.
So it's the woodland critters?
It's called Big Gay Al's Haunted Safari.
It
must be taken from the woodland critters, yeah.
Did it say a safari expedition in the Colorado wilderness? Because there's no safari.
Colorado woods, I guess, yeah.
There's no safari there.
Safari-themed LGBTQ. It's safari-themed.
Oh, okay.
LGBTQ retreat deep in the Colorado woods. Synopsis: the film opens as a feel-good mockumentary about Big Al's mission to bring joy, acceptance, and sequined flair to the LGBTQ+ community through his whimsical wildlife sanctuary and themed retreats. Jack Black plays Al with the over-the-top charm, blending comedy with earnest emotion as he gives interviews, leads musical numbers, and introduces his guests to the fabulous wonders of nature.
I could see that.
That's beautiful, yeah.
But things take a sinister turn when guests start disappearing. Strange symbols appear near the animal pens, and the sanctuary's flamboyant flamingos begin behaving violently. The documentary style becomes more erratic as paranoia sets in and Al's perky persona begins to crack. Is he hiding something, or is the forest targeting him? As the remaining crew tries to escape, they confront a horrifying entity dressed in rainbow fur and wielding a glitter machete. Yeah. What began as a campy retreat ends in a blood-spattered nightmare with Big Al at the center, possibly savior, possibly summoner, possibly something else entirely. And the tone of it took from What We Do in the Shadows meets the Blair Witch Project with a dash of South Park irreverence. The key selling points: Jack Black delivers a career-defining, genre-bending performance. Satirizes both horror tropes and the commodification of queer spaces. A queer cult classic in the making, camp gore and unexpected heart. It's kind of
I love this.
Great fucking movie.
Let's get Jack Black on the phone.
Tagline is, he just wants everyone to feel fabulous, even if it kills them. Oh, yes, I want to make a mock movie poster.
Puts a new
Dude, fuck
to,
yeah.
Your outfit is killing me.
They said, do you want to make a mock movie poster concept? I said, yes, please.
Yes.
It's processing an image now.
Dude, this is a great movie.
It's kind of nice.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So the main villain is a rainbow fur
with a rainbow machete or with a glitter sequin machete. Glitter machete.
Played by Kanye West.
Played by Kanye West. Yeah.
That'd be awesome because he loves Tenacious D. He loves Jack Black.
It would be great.
Perfect.
It's taking quite a while
Throw him in
to
there.
move this poster. He can't take real images, so it's not going to be real Jack Black. It might actually be real Big Al, though.
ChatGPT,
Maybe.
They don't have licensing for like, or
I don't know. I can put it in after. It just takes too long, but I think we're about done.
I think so. I think I think we just went out on a high note.
I think we went on a high note, and I think.
I guess it's go time.
I guess it's go.
I guess it's go time.
It's go time.
Yeah, thanks for sharing that story, by the way, with Sabrina.
Go time?
Yeah.
Oh, she hasn't even seen the video yet. Wait till she sees the video.
Lurch.
Not necessary.
I wonder if I've ever used it as an intro for the show. I got it if I haven't.
Video?
Anyways, I signed off last time. Your turn.
Oh, well, thank you for joining us once again, all three of you, and you two
Thank you,
included.
Big Lurch,
So,
for joining us
yeah.
as well.
Big Lurch.
Baby, we've gone again.